Hello YouTube, welcome back to my car. I am at the beach, but it is really windy out, and my camera is not recognizing my microphone anymore, so I don't know. Either I need a new camera or a new microphone, or probably both, really. But here we are. We're going to talk about responsibility today, and mind control and beliefs, because there's a lot of talk about these topics going on, and maybe I've always been that bad rebellious punk kid that questions authority and that kind of thing. Your thoughts are your own, and your beliefs are your own. Yeah, okay, maybe if you come from some, Christian background where you were taught that you have no control over your life, that, that these other beings are making decisions for you, and that they are responsible for your actions, and that you must submit completely to their authority, maybe, it's hard to break out of that kind of belief system. I have a friend, I want to get him on here, I want to get him on YouTube. I have a friend who's an ex-Jehovah's Witness, and he got out of it, his parents got out of it, but not all of his family got out of it. They really impose this very strict belief system, and, the world is much bigger than what they say it is. But we're not talking about the Jehovah's Witnesses here. We're talking about you and me and all of us that have made a decision, whatever decision we have made, to be where we are in our lives here and now. Shit happens in this world. Shit absolutely happens. Bad things happen. There's, terrible people. There's all sorts of weird politics and economics and the environment and all this stuff happening. But each and every day, each and every moment, we have choices that we can make about how we respond to the world, how we handle our situation. And sometimes we're not given great options. Sometimes there really is no good choice. But choosing not to choose is also a choice. Choosing to not make decisions and let life happen to you is a choice. Choosing to ignore something, to look away, to turn a blind eye is a choice. Choosing whatever you choose is a choice. And sometimes we make decisions, kind of unconsciously. Sometimes we make decisions based on the kinds of patterns and incompletions that we have. Sometimes we make decisions thinking, oh, this always happens to me, that life is always like this, that people are always cheating me, and the world is a terrible place. Sometimes we make decisions from these really wrong incompletions and ideas that we have. Let's heal that incompletion. Let's find out what is the pattern going on that's leading you to make bad choices in your life. What's, especially when it comes to relationships, so people come to me and they're like, oh, my relationship is bad, that, every person I ever date is always like this. And I'm like, the only common denominator between you and all of these allegedly terrible boyfriends you've been dating is you, right? You. Let's start, investigating where you are coming from when you make these decisions, because who is thinking your thoughts? Who is making these decisions for you? Is there someone else in your head? I don't know. You tell me. I hope not. I really hope not. And if there is, that's a completely different issue that I don't even want to get into here. You have responsibility for your life. You have responsibility for your thoughts. You have responsibility for choosing what you believe. Every choice that you make is yours, and yours alone. And If you're coming from a Christian background or some other type of cultural background where you were taught that you do not question authorities, that your life is not your own, that your choices are not your own, you can choose to continue believing that, or you can choose to question it. I don't come from that kind of background. Coming through alternative spiritualities, I have always learned to question that even when interacting with deities, that you can absolutely step up and question them. That you can ask, like, what's up with this? What's going on? Why do we do this? You can express, like, I don't think this is right. Something's not right here. Like, I've always felt free, religiously, spiritually free to question and to speak up when I see something that I think is not right, or that I don't understand, or if I think it looks bad, or whatever. I've always been that kind of person. I realize not everyone is. We all come from different places, and really, ultimately, you are responsible for your thoughts. You're responsible for your decisions. You are the only one. You are the only one in your head. You are the only one thinking your thoughts. You are the only one making decisions for you. And if you give up that power to someone else, anyone else, whoever, I don't know, that is a choice that you're making. That is absolutely a choice that you're making. I'm going to go back out and sit at the beach. I'll get you some nice pictures. Nityanandam.